Have you ever noticed reggae just hits different? And I'm not just talking it's slower and it's more relaxed, but it sits somewhere else in the rhythm. You hear it and your body reacts different. It doesn't hit the same way as a hip hop or a rock or pop. It's not random. There's a reason it feels that way, and it comes down to how music is built. Kia ora, no mai ki te haerenga. Welcome back to the Fleeing Ignorance podcast. Today we're breaking down reggae, the music theory behind it, the role the bass plays, and why it sounds the way it does. So why does reggae music hit different? Most people try and explain reggae like this. It's slower, it's chill, and yeah, that's part of it, of course. But that's not the real reason. The reason is where the rhythm sits. In most music, they emphasize the 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's where things hit. But reggae flips that. It focuses on the space between the and beat. The between the 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's where reggae lives. So let's move on to the offbeat, the real core of reggae. This is where the guitar comes in. In reggae, you get the sharp, clip sound and often called the skank guitar. And it hits on the offbeat. So it doesn't hit on the 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the guitar hits on those ands. And that's why reggae really feels like it's bouncing, not driving forward, but kind of floating. So if we move on to the bass, which is like the real lead of reggae, this is where reggae kind of separates itself. In most genres, the bass supports everything else. It sits underneath, but in reggae, the bass is the main voice. It's deep, it's melodic, and right in at the front. Instead of just hitting the root notes, the bass lines move. They tell their own story. Think about tracks by Bob Marley. You can almost hear the hum of the bass line like it's a melody. And that changes how the whole song feels. It's grounded, but it gives a flow. So if we take the example of this song in the back right now, and I think the bass was out of tune, but anyway, dum 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 dum. So it's a real simple one and a real classic like reggae sound, reggae feel. It was just whipped up in a second, but it's still leading, driving, and humming along. Another aspect of reggae is space and minimalism, which is a big difference. Reggae leaves spaces. A lot of modern music fills everything. It's just constant sound, no gaps. But reggae is the opposite. I mean, you hear in modern music they talk about that, they add the spice in, and it's all ear candy. But reggae doesn't do that. It lets things breathe. And that space is part of the rhythm. It gives everything room to sit. So if we move on to the history, where it comes from, reggae didn't just appear randomly, it developed in Jamaica. Evolving from early styles like ska and rocksteady, those styles were faster, more upbeat, but over time things slowed down. Rhythm shifted, the bass line became heavier, and it started to reflect something deeper. Culture, struggle, identity. Reggae became more than music, it became an expression. So when you listen to reggae, you're not just hearing a different sound, you're hearing a different approach to rhythm. Reggae doesn't just flow the rhythm and flow with the rhythm. It sounds and it plays around it. So yeah, reggae feels different because it is different. It's not just a sound, but in structure, in rhythm, in intention. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. So if we're going to flee ignorance, sometimes that means understanding what we're already listening to. E konara. I'll see you in the next one.